Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is Wednesday, and today we're moving on to card number 3 using the Autumn Expressions bundle. I have loved this bundle, and the more I play with it all week long, I'm falling more and more in love with it, so I'm taking you with me. Today's card, I'm going to feature some more fun features about the dies. We're going to play with the stamps, and we're also going to play with the amazing, splendid Autumn Designer Series paper, the 6x6 pack. Such a beautiful pack of paper with all those nature scenes, you know. There's like fall meadows, and there's leaves and sky, and the paper, every single piece like is so amazing, right? I showcased it on Monday, so you want to go back and check that video on Monday. I go through every piece and show you all the designs. It is a very beautiful pack of paper. Hi, Krista. Hello, hello. Hello, Alexina. How are you all doing? Thank you, Rebecca. Good morning to you as well. Hi, Annika. Good to have you all with me. Hi, Bev. Last night, it was a little bit of a later night for me. I had my scrapbook club, which we meet twice. We meet, I offer 2 Zoom calls when we do our scrapbooking, because I have scrapbook club members all across Canada. And it's hard to get the people out west when they're at work during the day. So, and the people back east, it's too late for them when my ladies that are working out here during the day. So I go live from 4 p.m. to 5:30 Alberta time. Then I take a break and go have supper with my family. And then I come back and go live again from 7 to 8:30 with my ladies that are now home from work, right? So we had a great time last night. Love seeing those ladies and love helping them. They get their kits in the mail ahead of time. But last night we did a makeup class for our August class, because we missed the August class when I was on vacation. So we're doing a makeup class, and then we will pick up the September class a little bit later. And yeah, and I've already prepped their September and their October layouts. I am super excited about that. So if you're interested in joining, I do have a few extra kits for September and October that I can get them out to you. Reach out to me, send me a message. I had someone join yesterday, and you know, you can join whenever you want. Some people ask me, do we need to put a group together? Do you need to have a certain number of people to start the club? The club just keeps on running, and it's a revolving door kind of thing, right? Like you come in and you stay for your club membership, and a lot of people repeat. They're like, no, sign me up. I want to keep going, because they like the pages. And I'm so super flattered when they say that. I love designing them, so I love to share them. All right, let's flip the camera. I can't wait to share this card with you. I've got some fun tips to share with you. All right, hello, hello, everybody. Thank you so much for your comments and your thumbs up and your hearts. Hello, Margaret from Virginia. Hello, Joyce from Calgary. Nice to see you. Hello, Nancy from Prince George. Hello, hello. Good to have you with me. Hello, Elaine. I see all your hearts. Thank you, guys. Elaine's from Texas. Hi, Barbara from Winnipeg. Hello, Janet. Hi, Mary from Central Wisconsin. Is it? I got the acronyms for the states. Sometimes I get them. I don't get them right. I have to learn them all. All right, Marlene from Edmonton. Hello, hello. Hi, Mary from California. Hello, Betty. Hello, Tony. Thank you for sharing the video. I appreciate that so much. Hello, Marge from Saskatoon, just right next door to Alberta, over there in Saskatchewan. Hello, Bonnie from Erie, Pennsylvania. Let's get started. Hi, Anne-Marie. Hello, Jennifer. So good to see you all. Okay, we're going to flip the camera and get started so I can share this fun card with you. And here we go. Okay, we're flipping and going to point you down at my work surface here. Okay, so I've been playing with this one. Let's raise up a little bit so you get a little bit of a better view of my desk. There we go. I think that's better. Let's slide over a little bit and move that out of the way. Okay, let's see. we've got our bundle. So this is the bundle. Let me show you the dies and the stamps. So it is a cling mount, which means it's the red rubber. And the dies, we have a set of 9 dies. I took the liberty yesterday of using my blue Sharpie, and I wrote on my die. Okay, so I wrote on this flat part down here. This is the big side, and this is the small side. Visually, my brain wasn't working right. And yesterday I kept looking at this, and I'm like, are they the same size? Are they like, I just couldn't, I think I was staring at this for too long. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to run it through and see how this looks when it goes through the die. And then I'm going to label my die. So if you want to do layering, which is what we're going to focus on today, we're also going to focus on using some of the negative parts of this die after you do your die cutting, the pieces that are left over. I'm going to share a fun little trick with you. Let's see. Okay, so let's focus on this die for a second. So what I've done is I've taken the big part and I used a scrap piece of black cardstock. I just put it over on this side and I cut a layer. Okay, so we cut a layer with the big side. Okay, so I got a piece of black, basic black from over here. Then I took a piece of the Designer Series paper. I'll share with you which one, and you're going to get this die. I'm going to cut this out for you so that I know it's cut out properly. I could send you, it's barely a 3x3. It's like a little bit more than 3 inches. So for me to send you a piece of DSP, which I normally do, because you are required to have these dies, it would be a big piece and I wouldn't get 4 out of a sheet. But when you actually take the die to the paper like this, so I'm cutting this blue sky-like pattern with the small die. So here's what I did. I took the die, I put it here, then I put it here, then I put it here, and then I put it here. So I actually got 4 complete pieces out of a sheet. I hope that makes sense. But you will get the blue one. I will cut that out for you, and I will send you the scrap black so that you can cut your own with your own die. Okay, so I don't normally run the dies for you, but because you're required to have the bundle to complete these cards. But this is what I'm doing so that I make sure that you get the right cutout. So this is going to layer right on here, and look at that. I love layering dies. I love layering punches. I'm sold. If somebody tells me that a punch is like, remember our scallop oval punch, our double scallop oval punch? I love that one. That will never leave my craft room. I use it all the time. And anything that layers is so beautiful because you get that nice outline. So this is what we're doing. I just wanted to explain a little trick about writing that down. And on your die, if you want to label your die, maybe for you visually, you know automatically that this is the big one. But after looking at it for so long yesterday, I'm like, which is the big side? So I just took my marker and wrote on here, big. Actually, you can look at the tabs. These tabs, now that I see this, these tabs are bigger than those tabs. So that would make sense that this side is the bigger side. Okay, I just figured that out. Okay, so now we're going to take this die and we're going to do a little something else with it. But let's bring in the card base first. While I'm at it and I've got this layered, I might as well glue it together because this is going to definitely be the focal point of the card. So we're just going to, whoa, that's a lot of glue. That was a lot that just came out there. Wow, the glue is cranky this morning. It's like, no, I'm going to give all of it down one end and then she won't have any left for the rest. Okay, moody glue, you can go on strike. That's okay, because I have other glue I can pull in. Sheesh. Okay, let's get this one going. There we go. That one might not be as temperamental. I'm going to take that. I'm going to just like smoosh it on my silicone mat and get rid of that excess glue. I don't need all that glue. I just need a little bit like that. Okay, so now let's layer this together like so. You get that nice little bit of a basic black border. Now you could do this with gold or silver or any color that you want to layer together, right? So there we have that. Now let's just clean this mess up that I've made with my glue here. I'm just gonna grab a baby wipe and we're gonna just clean this off. So you can wait for it to dry and then you can actually lift it off, but sometimes I'm impatient and I want my silicone mat, so I'm gonna wipe this off right away. Okay. So now let's bring in the card base. We're going to put this off to the side right there. And I'm going to bring in Balmy Blue card base. We've got this 8.5 by 5.5 scored in the middle at 4 1/4, like that. Grab my bone folder and we will burnish these score lines. So this one here, and then I'm making a side flap. We're going to fold this back like that. So really easy. This is one of my favorite designs. And it just allows you to feature a lot when you're designing, because you've got these panels that fold together. So from the Designer Series paper, I've just shown you this one, the blue that I'm using on the black layer. This is what it looks like on that side. Beautiful. Looks like the prairies in the fall. We're also going to bring in these two pieces here. We've got fall leaves, and then we've got this piece here that looks like, you know, the meadow, and there's a path going through. So I'm from this one, and you could also use this as a sky background as well, right? But I'm using the front, and this one here, it has wild wheat on the back. So what I'm going to do in your kit, you're going to get two pieces. You're going to get this piece here, 2 by 5 1/4, and that's going to go on the side like this. Okay, beautiful little snapshot of that prairie scene. Okay, so let's put a little bit of glue right there, and we'll put that one on first. Make sure it's centered like that. Okay, so that one's on. And then I thought the other pattern I was just showing you, you can do two things. You can put another pattern like that, or I'm actually going to flip it over and I'm going to use a little bit of wild wheat on this panel. So you'll get your paper and you can decide which you want to do, right? So you could use any patterns. And I love that this double-sided paper, you get all the different colors, and one side is definitely a scene and the other side is a nice pop of color. So there's that. Now I might as well go ahead. This panel here is going to sit right there. Okay. So I'm going to attach that with some dimensionals, and I'm at the end of this sheet. So I'm actually going to do a little strip of dimensionals on the edge here, because you don't want to waste any of your dimensionals. You want to hold on to you want to use all of your dimensionals. So I'm going to put this strip like that on one side, and then we'll peel off the backing and we'll center this in the middle of the card like so. And then we're going to add a white panel for the inside. So I've got a basic white piece here that's 4 by 5 1/4, going to sit right in here. I want to do some stamping on here. So on the front of my card, I've already got some stuff done. I did a little prep work here this morning while I was drinking my coffee, and here's what I did. Okay, so I stamped on basic black cardstock with Versamark, and I put white embossing powder. I love white embossing on black cardstock. It's so vibrant, it just pops, and I thought this one would be a lovely greeting for the front. So I just fussy cut it with my paper snips. That's going to sit right here at the bottom of my greeting, of my focal point. So we're just going to bring in our glue, add some glue to this. This is going to sit flat with glue because I don't want to pop it up anymore. We've got, when this card folds, we're going to have, oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're going to have like layers and layers of cardstock, right? So we don't want to make it extra thick. So I'm not going to put that on dimensionals, just a little bit of Tombow glue, and we'll just center it right down here at the bottom of this layer. Isn't that fun? I love the black. It makes it pop, right? Okay, so let's do the stamping for the inside, and I'll go ahead and finish that part, and then we're going to do a fun little trick I want to show you with the die, a little thing that you can make. Okay, so let's do some wheat. So we've got wild wheat. There's a little bit you can see in the Designer Series paper here. I've put wild wheat right here. So we're going to bring in the ink pad, and we're going to stamp down in the corner the wild wheat image. Okay, so we're going to do a first generation, which is straight off the ink pad, stamp, and then I'm immediately going to lift the stamp and then tilt it a little bit and stamp again. And then you get that 2 generations. So first generation, second generation, really nice shading there with the wild wheat. So that's going to sit down in the corner. Easy peasy, right? You could whip up this card in like literally no time. Now, before I stick it down, I want to do all my stamping before I stick, right? In case I make a mistake, then I can flip it over and use the other side, because you get 2 chances with a piece of cardstock, right? So we're going to bring in the greeting from the stamp set. So my white embossed greeting is the "Have a perfectly lovely day." On the inside of my card, I want to stamp, "May the beauty of the season fill your heart with joy." So we're going to stamp that on the inside with memento. So we'll bring in my memento. Sometimes that's hard to say. And we'll tap, tap, tap here. And we're going to stamp in the middle of the card like that, straight down and straight up. No rocking. There we go. And I'm happy with that. So we'll go ahead. Whoops. We'll put our lid on our memento. Pick up that glue. And we're going to put this inside. Now for the fun part. We're going to do a little decorative notion, if you will, and a little handmade embellishment on this card. We're going to put this inside like this. And then I'm using these Designer Series papers as a guide to make sure I'm lined up. It's like I'm looking left over here to make sure that my basic white lines up with those other pieces. And let's lift this a little bit here and shimmy it. Okay, so there we have it. And then when this closes, it will cover the inside greeting. So this is the closed version, that's the open version. Okay, let's talk about this die. Okay, love this die so much. I've been playing with it a lot. And I love even more that it fits through my Mini Boss. Look at that. It fits on the platform, right? This Mini Boss really packs a punch. I always talk about it because it is such a great machine. Now you see the inside right here, this little opening, this little shape. When you cut out your frame, you're also going to get that little shape, right? And we're going to use that. We're going to make a bow with that. So I'm going to take some Wild Wheat cardstock, and I need 2 pieces because I need 2 bows. So I'm going to take 2 pieces of cardstock. I'm going to stack them. I'm going to put them on top of that piece, cover up that hole, and then we're going to bring in the Mini Boss. Okay, and hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to put this on, we're going to put the top plate on, and we are going to cut both at the same time. Here we go. All right, make sure my die's in. Make sure that that center part is covered up. All right, here we go. We're rolling, we're rolling. Super duper excited. Love this bundle. So beautiful. Autumn Expressions. It is a great, great little bundle. Okay, so let's move this back up here to my magnetic sheet. And here's what I have. So I have 2 pieces that would be, basically you would throw them in the trash because you wouldn't use them because they're not a part of the frame, but we're going to use them today. We're also going to use a little tiny sliver. I thought I had one trimmed. Yes, I do. This is like about 1/4 inch of the Wild Wheat cardstock. So let me just take a look. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, okay. So I'm going to take my bone folder, and these are going to be the loops to my bow. I'm just going to gently curl them so that they will bend nicely. Curl this one. And I'm also going to just give this one another quick little run with the bone folder to make sure it curls. Okay, so now we're going to bring in glue dots. Glue dots are definitely your friend when you're making bows. So we're going to take our glue dots, and I'm going to grab my Take Your Pick tool, and we're going to add a glue dot to each of those bow pieces. One there, and one right over here. And then we're going to fold them in half to make the 2 loops like that. There's one. Press that down. Okay. And we'll fold this one over. There we have our 2 sides of our bow. Then we're going to grab another one. I'm running out of glue dots here. I've got to get another pack. Okay, so we're going to put a glue dot in the middle. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Just right on there. And then we're going to lift and put this one on top like that. Okay, so can you see that? Let me grab my silicone mat and see if that makes it easier for you guys to see. Okay, so there's my bow. Now you want to make it finished looking, right? So we're going to take another glue dot. So you're going to use 3 glue dots for each bow. You're going to take another glue dot and decide what your back of your bow is going to be. I'm going to use this as my back back here, like that. Maybe hold it a little bit close so you can see. So there's the glue dot in the middle of the bow. And this little strip, I'm going to put half of it on top of the glue dot, okay? And then we're just going to gently wrap that around the bow. And finish off at the back. Give it a good little press with your fingers, or you can take your pick tool, just pressing that down, making sure that that glue dot will engage. And if you want to fluff up your bow, you can take your pick tool and come in here and just kind of make sure that it has not flattened out on you. Okay, look how cute that is. And then I'm just going to take my snips and snip that strip off. And look, I've got more left over to do another bow. Okay, so there's my bow. We're going to flip that back over, and last but not least, now we're going to put, I'm actually going to use 2 glue dots on this. We're going to put one right there and another one over here like that. And then let's bring back the card base, and we're going to put that bow up here at the top. Have a perfectly lovely day. And I'm going to press that down, and I think I got a little something on there. A little piece of dust. Okay, good. Got it. Okay, so there's my little bow. Isn't that cute? I love it. And then we can open it up like that. And oh, I see your hearts. Thank you, guys. Now you can embellish this. We can bring in the faux glass dots. Love my faux glass dots. And we can add just a little more pop of that wild wheat. Let's grab 3 of the wild wheat dots and bling this up a little bit more. So I'm going to add one, let's see, we'll add one up here in the white space. We'll add another one down here. And how about we add the third one either up in the sky? Yeah, let's put it up in the sky like that. All right, so there we have it. Like, what a fun little card, right? Quick and easy. I love how these layer. Oh my goodness. They are not just frames, they are layers. And the stitching is just beautiful around the edges. So there we go. I hope you love that one. So all these pieces will be coming to you. You will need Versamark ink and embossing powder, because I cannot send you stamped images. So to do this one at home, you're going to need your Versamark ink. You're going to need white embossing powder, and you're going to need wild wheat, and of course Memento. So there we have it. That is our Wednesday card. Thank you for the love, you guys. That one was quick. I had a blast with that one. All right, so I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your Wednesday, and I'll see you tomorrow. I have a really fun project for you tomorrow. Wait till you see this one. I hope you come back and join me at 9 o'clock Mountain Time for my next Autumn Expressions. I keep wanting to say Expressions of Autumn. It's Autumn Expressions. I don't know why. Maybe I got a dyslexic streak to me. But come back and watch me tomorrow. I'll be sharing my 4th card. This one's going to be super fun. And if you want this bundle, you should grab it. I think this is going to be super popular. Let me grab my set again. The item code is 164056, and you need this one in your life if you're going to make any kind of, I was going to say Thanksgiving, but you know what? This is obviously not a Thanksgiving card, right? This is a beautiful card that you can make with any kind of designer series paper. You can totally bling this up however you like. So I love it when a stamp set is not just for a certain occasion and you can use it for multiple uses. That really speaks to my heart. And I think you guys agree. I've heard you guys say before, you like being able to use a stamp set more than once or twice, right? All right. Have a great day, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.